Hey everyone, today is 3 days after my 2-month anniversary for this channel. I actually created this account a few years ago, but I didn't post my first video until this February 3rd of 2023. And today it is April 6th, which means that we have just passed the 2-month mark on YouTube. And I thought, why not go over my stats, like how many subscribers I gained, my best videos, my worst videos, all the stuff, and just see where we're at. Sorry, I thought my cat was in here. That was spooky. I am not yet monetized. I'm actually pretty close. It is the first 2 months, and I think I've had, honestly, some extreme growth for a channel that pretty much started out of nowhere. So just as a background, I did start off as a Twitch streamer. The week before I posted my video, I announced to my Twitch following, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be making a YouTube. I'd love if you could subscribe so that when I post my video, y'all can get notified and watch it immediately. Off the bat, I had around 20 to 30 people subscribe to me from Twitch. I have about 3,000 person following on Twitch. So I had around 30 people follow me or subscribe to me on YouTube. I posted my first video and I had about the same audience for a while. Interestingly, now it's a little over 2 months. I have almost 900. I have 897 subscribers as of this moment that I'm making the video on YouTube after 2 months. And most of them are from YouTube. Most of the people that subscribe to me here don't know me from Twitch. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Not that much crossover. Of course, I do have my Twitch community that is supporting me here as well, but it's actually a much smaller group than you would think, considering I have 3,000 people community on Twitch. So if we look at my channel analytics from February 3rd to April 5th, in this period of time, my channel got 58,809 views. I have 897 subscribers. My cat is yowling. I don't know if you can hear on the mic. And I have 2,500 hours of watch time, which I think is pretty significant. So to give some context, because YouTube, there is strategy involved with YouTube. Of course, there's talent involved with YouTube, and then there's luck involved with YouTube. And I made a video that perfectly intersected everything. There's many layers to this. The first layer is that I'm a big fan of this game. And Cities Skylines 2 had not been announced at this time. I had noticed that all of the big YouTubers that I followed were not even speculating on it. So I was sitting down with my friend and talking about this, and we were like, huh, it's coming. Because our theory, which ended up becoming true, we didn't know it was true at the time, we were just speculating. Our theory was that none of these big City Skylines YouTubers were talking or speculating on it because they had to sign an NDA and they knew the game was coming. So I was like, wow, nobody's talking about this. I was like, we have this big Paradox announcement show this Tuesday. It was Saturday, the day that I made the video. And I was like, I have to make a video. It's gonna happen. I was like, there's no way it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen. No one's talking about it. If no one's talking about it, that means there's space for somebody to talk about it. So that was where the strategy came through, is I was like, wow, I have a lot to say. I love this game. Nobody's talking about it. So I see this gap in content. I have the personality because I have all these ideas that I can talk about endlessly. I love City Skylines. And so that was the intersection of, I guess, what you'd say is talent and strategy. So I made this video, and I had already actually been taking a course on YouTube SEO, search engine optimization. And so I applied everything I learned from that course to my video. I used all the keywords I could think of for people, making a search, looking for this content. And overnight, I'm not even joking, the first few hours I posted, it did better than all of my other videos I'd ever posted, but it didn't get that many views, right? Literally overnight, it blew up. And then every day leading up to the announcement, people kept coming back being like, oh, it might be announced. We think it's gonna get announced. Love your ideas, here are my ideas. It became this place for conversation. So that's where I guess the luck maybe comes in. I mean, I do think most of it actually was strategy, considering, the reasoning behind making the video and also all the work I put into creating keywords and strategizing. But I guess a bit of the luck was with the algorithm pushing it to all these different people that had no idea who I was. Prior to this video, I primarily had taken streams that I did on Twitch and then cut them up and made little reaction type videos because I thought they'd be fun. But those weren't really that interesting to most people to watch, and they weren't really things that people were looking for. And since people on YouTube didn't know me, it's why would we watch this person react to you know, a Jubilee video, right? But with City Skylines, it's like very niche, very specific. They don't have to know me to appreciate my ideas, and they don't have to know me to want to look for this sort of content, right? So it did really well. And then on Tuesday, City Skylines 2 was announced. And so I did a whole video comparing the first trailer with this new game's trailer, and that blew up. It is my top performing video still to this day. It has 17,828 views, and actually, I just noticed on my analytics page that one of my other videos just surpassed this, but we will get into that later. It has been my most top performing video probably until today or like yesterday. I had, within the first day, I think 10K views on that video. Yeah, within the first day, I had 11,000 views on this video. I gained 177 subscribers. With the Paradox show, they actually did announce another life simulation game. So I made a video on that because I knew not many people were going to be talking about it yet since it was just announced. That video just surpassed my City Skylines trailer comparison video. This video actually didn't even start off doing good. It actually was really slow. And if I look at this graph, first day, it had like 377 views, which is a lot more than my other videos. Remember, my other videos had like 50 views, 100 views. My best performing video before City Skylines was my Elden Ring fashion show video, which had around 500 views. This was doing really well, but you know, I didn't think it was ever gonna pass like 1K views. After 6 days, it hit a K. So I was like very pleased. I was like, okay, 1,000 views after 6 days. That's amazing. At 14 days, it hit almost 8,000 views, and it's just been climbing. So it just surpassed my City Skylines video. So these two videos have brought in a lot of people from the simming communities, City Skylines, The Sims, all these Pair Lives, all these other kind of niche simulation games. And I've been mostly, I guess, pivoting towards creating gaming videos since then because, you know, that's why people subscribe. So I guess with that, I decided to make a lot more gaming videos. I even started a City Skylines episodic series, which I've only made one video for because we've had a lot of it's a long story. We've had a lot of technical issues with the game, so I'll probably post a new episode soon. But I started doing that to cater to my City Skylines audience. I covered a game that I got early access to, Terra Nil. I made a review on that because that's another simulation style game that I really enjoy. And I thought my community would be so interested in this game, you know? So I made another video like that, and that one is also a video that I deemed would be like searchable and interesting. Because it's a new game that just got released. Not everyone had early access. I was able to post this the day before the game was released. So that one's actually been doing pretty well. It has around 2,000 views now, and I posted it about a week and a half ago. So that's what I've been focusing on. I don't want to just do games. I don't want to just box myself in. So I figured this would be a chance for me, now that I understand how to edit videos better, and I've learned all these different things like how to do closed captioning, how to do keywords, all this stuff, to make some content creation tutorial type videos. And I made a closed captioning versus open captioning sort of like informational video. And then I also made a tutorial on how to add closed captions to your videos in Premiere. And both of these two videos that I put out did significantly worse than all of my other videos since my first City Skylines video. Everything's been able to surpass 1,000 views except for my tutorial videos, which is totally fine because I was like pretty aware that that was a niche topic, that I'm not like a known expert in the space, that most of my viewers are actually just gamers that enjoy games. They're not content creators themselves. So I was aware of this, but I made it anyways since I figured these are videos that I can help someone with. Like, someone might find this helpful. It's a topic I'm really passionate about. I love accessibility. I'm a designer like outside of YouTube, so this is something I really care about. And I figured they're kind of like those perennial videos where they exist and they can perpetually help someone. It's not like a trendy thing. It's not something that's gonna go like out of season, if that makes sense. So even though they aren't technically successful, I think they're pretty good videos, and hopefully over time, like, we'll see more engagement with them. I also want to talk about, gosh, I need my inhaler. 1 second. Okay, that's better. One thing I did start doing after my channel started to pick up, I started to make YouTube shorts. And of course, with these YouTube shorts, I also cross-posted them to TikTok. And it was actually interesting because the videos that did really well on YouTube did really bad on TikTok. And the videos that did really good on TikTok did really bad on YouTube. And I don't understand it. I cannot tell you why that is. I have no idea. A lot of my shorts didn't get like many views at all. And then over time, just randomly would get more interest. Like I have a short that has 32 views and it was actually, oh my God, yeah. My Elden Ring shorts that did really well on TikTok. Like, let me open up TikTok and see how well they're doing. My Elden Ring shorts on TikTok, we have 1,000 views on the first one and we have 2,000 views on the second one, all right? 32 views on YouTube and 43 views on YouTube. Like what? And then with my Red Dead Redemption short did extremely well on YouTube after a while, not immediately, but it has 3,000 views and on TikTok only 455. My cat wants to leave the room. 1 second. Lazy baby. Want to say hi to everyone? This is Chai. Have anything to say? She doesn't. I don't know. It's really variable. Is it a good idea to make them? Yeah, I think so. I actually have received quite a few subscribers from shorts. Let me see if I can figure that out, how many I've received from shorts. I find the analytics really hard to read, quite frankly. I know I've seen like a lot of videos where people go over their analytics and where people came from, and they do a really good job of breaking it down. I cannot read these at all. Okay, I found the tab though. So I've had 655 people subscribe from videos, 161 others. So I'm guessing maybe they went to my page. Maybe they just randomly found me. I have no idea. 27 subscriptions from shorts. So that's not that many considering how many views I did get from shorts, but I mean, hello. Y'all are here, so thank you for being here. I have 11 subscriptions from posts. I'm guessing people saw a video or saw a short, went to my page, saw a community post I made, and then was like, wait, I actually like them, and then subscribed. Okay, so looking back at all my videos, I pretty much stuck with the same vibe of the way I do my thumbnails. The format of my videos, I'm very casual. I don't like things to be too scripted. There were a couple of videos that I recorded where I tried to kind of like have a framework that I could follow so that I wasn't just rambling. Like I did not write up a framework for this video, for example, and I'm gonna have to work my ass off to edit it. But I tried to keep things casual because I'm not somebody that can act. I'm authentic. Like not that people that act aren't authentic, but like I cannot pretend. Like I can't keep it together. I can't read a script. I have to just like talk, you know? So I try to like keep all my videos with that vibe. My thumbnails have my face in it. I sometimes forget to like pose for it, so I just have to grab a random screenshot of me being goofy for the thumbnail. I figure this is all stuff that just adds to my brand, and once you get to know me, you know that's how I am. And so like I'm trying to establish a community here. Like I want to be able to get to know y'all. I want y'all to feel like you know me to some extent, or like, you know, I'm someone with a personality. I don't want to distance myself from the work I create, you know, that's all important to me. So in terms of thumbnails, I haven't really experimented that much. I don't know how much my thumbnails have necessarily helped people click the video or not. It really seems to be hit or miss. And when you look at my analytics, my click-through rate is super variable depending on the topic. And I've heard a lot of advice about saying like, well, if you have below 5% click-through rate, that means there's something wrong with your thumbnail or something wrong with your title. And I don't know. I mean, I think that could be true for a lot of videos. I don't think it's true with mine. I have really good titles. My thumbnails say what the video is gonna be, you know, like at the end of the day, I think a lot of it could be people not knowing me or people not searching for that topic or whatever. I don't know how much I like subscribe to all of the advice that gets thrown around, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I will say that all of the work I did learning how to utilize keywords has helped my videos tremendously. I think it's the reason why my City Skylines 2 predictions video popped off. Well, not only because it was a topic that no one was talking about, but because I used the right keywords so that my video would get found. That's crucial. My video was able to be found because I used the keywords. If I didn't do that, I don't think I would have blown up with that video. I don't think my second video would have blown up. I think my channel would be a lot smaller than it is today. So definitely feel like if y'all take anything away from this in your small channel, learn how to utilize keywords. I can even make make a video on that if y'all are interested. Just let me know in the comments. It's something I could do. It's vastly helpful. I see a lot of videos talking about YouTube monetization. This is like my first month being monetized. This is my second month being monetized, whatever. I'm not yet monetized, but this is my second month on YouTube, and I have 898 out of 1,000 subscribers and 2,370 public watch hours out of 4,000. And once I hit both criteria, I can become monetized. And as far as I'm concerned, that is incredible progress for a channel that is only 2 months old. So once I get monetized, I would love to make more videos like this, breaking down how ad revenue works, how everything works, and share that, because I like to be transparent and I don't plan on staying in the games niche. I definitely would like to make, you know, videos on rock climbing because I love bouldering. I would like to make videos just walking around New York. I would love to just do a variety of content, and I think a lot of channels don't want to do that. I think a lot of YouTube advice says do not create variety because people come to you for one specific type of video and that's why they're there. And y'all, I hope you really like me. I hope you don't run away if I make videos that aren't related to the things you came here for initially. I do genuinely want to continue making videos relevant to like sim type games, City Skylines, Life by You, The Sims, like all of that stuff. I do want to keep making, but I definitely want like half of my content to be new things and just exploration type videos where I'm like, ooh, I like this, let me make a video on it. Or like, I'm interested in this thing, let's see if other people like it. I definitely want to try to do that because the thing that I love about YouTube is just how fun it's been making videos. And I also kind of like as a content creator have never followed a script. I listen to the advice videos, like I do watch them, but I don't necessarily follow them. I do things my way. When I started live streaming, I'd never seen a live stream before. I never watched a live stream before live streaming. I didn't know what people did. I didn't know like how your decorum was meant to be, like what the social rules were. I didn't understand any of the memes. I didn't get any of it, but I streamed. And I have 3,000 people that follow me on Twitch, you know? So I guess like what I'm trying to say is I have a lot of ideas. I appreciate all of you that have been here. I would love to keep making content that does cater to the reasons you came to my channel, but I also hope that you enjoy some of my content that's not as relevant maybe, or not as expected of me. And yeah, I guess it's been a great 2 months. I would never have expected to hit almost 1,000 subscribers at the end of 2 months. I thought it was going to take longer, quite frankly. So thank you all for being here. Thanks for all the comments you leave on my videos. With the exception of a couple nasty comments that I've received, all of you are very pleasant and very lovely. I will say that I will be pinning nasty comments going forward, only because like, what the heck were you thinking showing your ass on my video? I don't get it. Especially when we have all of these amazing people in my comments, like sharing their cool ideas or being really supportive or just being sweet and kind. And we got random people showing up, infiltrating the comment section, saying things like, stop reacting in your reaction video. I don't know what that's about. So if y'all see a pinned comment like that, it's just me being silly, being like, hey, look at this goofer. I don't know why they're here. If they hate me so much, they should go. If you have any ideas for what you'd like to see going forward, please share in the comments. I want to make this like collaborative. I will be making videos that I think I want to make, but if you have things you want to see, please leave a comment, please let me know, and I will try my best to make things that y'all want, because that is kind of my role as a content creator. I've rambled so much. I feel like I'm going to be cutting like more than 50% from what I recorded for the final video. But I do hope that you took something away from this. And if you didn't, I hope you have enjoyed the ride of being on this channel and its success, because we did it, y'all. Like, I have almost 900 subscribers after 2 months. That's all you. That's all of y'all. That's amazing. So thank you. See you next time.